Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yo. Cash and the ticket is yours. Yours.
Sitting in a 4v3.
Everfrog Esports trying to find what angle they can, trying to find somebody out of position.
We're gonna go through on this. Oh, what a roll. We're gonna take See White gonna go in.
It's going to be a really, really interesting one.
Oh my god. All of this competition could be so damn close, so I cannot wait for us to finally decide who's going to be the champion. We are expecting some chaos, some great moments.
Beast Mode has killed 3. Only gonna really need that rampage, so gonna clear it out. Sage gonna get themselves a big old 4K. Oh. And he's getting rid of 3, clearing out the house.
That is crazy.
Nunji actually kills 3 people.
This team feels entirely different on this faster composition. Now Sakafort is hanging around, getting onto the high ground. Post bomb's gonna stick under Leaky. You're not gonna be able to survive it at the end of the day. Manages to find a 3K.
Rio shoving this Rana into a corner. Woo! One more for the road for Rio. That is all signs go. Melophobia with 3 Melophobia. Starting the fight. They'll end the fight. Oh my god. Beagle Bus, they have to play aggressively into this energy. Popping off in a moment where you needed just that. Ruby in that backline. Oh, the flick. Looking for it. Oh my goodness. The 4th one as well. Do they get the ace? They get the ace.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Console Gaming League. My name is Joker, and I am here with the UK lad himself, Spectrion.
There are other UK lads, I should qualify. Why do I get the definitive article?
Because you're the only other UK lad that I cast with.
I cast with Geo sometimes, right?
No, I don't.
No Geo, no Egda, fair enough. Fair
He's
enough.
on the play-by-play arc. Geo's on the play-by-play arc.
Yeah.
And then Edgar is like a lawyer or something.
Oh, he also broke his PC, like a bit of
Yeah,
a sausage, which don't help as well. And also, I feel like being a color caster, there's like 3 of us, so it ends up that you're kind of stuck with me for a while. What's up, guys? NA open tier for us today. Nightmare rotation going to be taking on Glizzy Goats here in our first match, at least of this division, that we have had since the mid-season tournament, where 9 of these teams did fantastically well.
Yeah, we'll see how these 2 teams are going to be going today. I mean, it's not. All right, look at that. Well, we're already going into bans straight away here, Spectrion.
Yeah, that we are. Gonna get it so straight out the way. I feel like when you do have bans into a team like Nightmare Rotation, you have the options to get a little bit more creative with it, because, I mean, you kind of know that they have like 3 possible comps they can go towards, right? They don't like changing things up too much, and so you do have a bit of a slam dunk ban or 2 you can go towards. I'd probably just ban Malga, get it out of the way, but we'll see where they want to head towards.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. As we're going to still wait for the Symmetra ban first here. Spec. I mean, now I won't say that I hate it because Harmony is a really good Symmetra player. So I mean, hey, it's a good map to and it's control, right? So it's a good map to ban it on. I'd assume, right? So we'll have to see. Then there's going to be the straight up Malga ban from coming in from the rotation.
Actually, not fair. It's Nightmare rotate means they kind of forced them to the Roadhog, but I guess they think no Nightmare could be a problem for them. Sorry. So see how this is going to play out. It could be quite interesting. The Sim ban does significantly limit what rotations they can go for. Remember, the Roadhog has a no speed, and Nightmare don't normally play speed-based composition. They don't really have a Lucio or Juno player. So this could get sort of tricky. Let's see how it's going to play out in a little bit. I will say, before we get to that though, we will see the rosters. Glizzy Goat is going to be coming up first. And we'll be able to see them in a little bit. Here we go. Artistic Man, Kite Gaming, Owen, Art Angel, and JNA. There we go. Who are going to be taking to our screens first. I admit, I actually don't know that much about this team. It's my first time casting them, so I'm going to be discovering things as we go along.
Me too. Let's take a look at the team I'm more familiar with. Nightmare rotation. I've been getting to see them a little bit in Face It Masters, and we're taking a look at them now here. Harmony and Play-Doh. Dirt, Chosen, and Bandit. Dirt more recently having flexed their tank muscles a little bit more than just picking the Roadhog. We're seeing them be a little bit more flexible going into the Sigma specifically. I would assume we see today from him. Other than that, we'll have to see when we'll have to find out.
Indeed, we will. I mean, having Harmony into play the Symmetra would probably inform the Sim ban. Not a player I know much about, so I can't say whether you have other pocket picks or not. But if, for example, you had a player like an EU equivalent, like a Civ Art, and you banned his Sim away, he's just not going to play. He can't be bothered. So we'll see if that ends up being a problem that Nightmare Rose have to work with. It's a or is it just my internet that's dying? Echo, I need a second opinion here. Oh, are you back? Okay, he's back.
I also have a ping spec right now.
Okay, so it was him.
Yeah.
Everyone. I was going to screen share fine. Okay, cool. So Discord is apparently dying. He likes to do that sometimes. Apologies for that. That's life, realistically. Listen, we got a map pool here. Nepal, Hollywood, East France, and New York City, Circuit Royale. Pretty pokey, to be honest. Nepal, you can play the range. Hollywood, you absolutely can. East France, a little bit more divey. New York City, a little bit more brawly. Suravasa, generally brawly. We saw on Ramsoj, Juno's double flex is very punishable on the back line, but Nightmare Rotate don't really have the hero pool to actually do that.
We'll have to see here as Dirt is going to pull in the Hazard to start us off here. We'll see how they get going already. Now, still waiting it out, still looking for something to start us off. No team still able to find it, but it's going to be Owen falling down first. Play-Doh's going to get that opening pick with that Disruptor shot, and now it looks like Nightmare Rotation are going to be able to take first control of the point, forcing Glizzy Goat away.
That, for the first fight, is absolutely the case. Dirt on the Haz, a fresh look for him, at least from my eyes. Currently holds them all back behind the choke. See if anything else can happen. But nothing else has actually come of it. 90 to Kitsu already, I gotta say. This is not something very likely that Glizzy Goats are expecting.
Yeah, no, probably not. Panda already having that Kitsune rush online is going to be huge, and you've already lost Artistic Man. You just kind of have to rotate back with JNA falling down. Dirt's in your black line, finding these picks, finding some damage, a nice wall out. Trying to separate, not going to be able to get much separation, but you're already up to 42% on the board. Another nice, a nice ante there on to the Dirt there. But we're up to 50% now.
Yeah, there we are. Poking right now. I mean, we're just not seeing a go. At least the Kitsu comes through, but a quick rail means we at least exchange flex supports.
Yeah, you find those select supports, and now Artistic Man is down. Kitsune rushed him in, came in from Bandit 2 a little bit later, and gonna be able to find the value. Because there they go. Plato with a couple, gonna hold it down strong for Nightmare rotation, up to 73%.
Okay, you are at a point now where Glizzy Goats, at least momentarily, will have an ult advantage. Nightmare don't have a great ultimate counter to this orbital ray. Blade's not there yet, and a nade is somewhat inconsistent. If they just ray in and hard commit, they should probably be okay. Chosen needs to hit a cooldown to stop the orbital ray finding impact.
We'll have to see here, though, as there's going to be the Dragon Blade out, and, well, Artistic Man's found Chosen, but there's going to be the overclock in response, and Plato catches 3-2, as that should be enough, but maybe not. Artistic Man still found a couple of picks there with their own Dragon Blade, but Harmony's still alive. Annihilation on the board, ring around to Rosie, trying to break the sights of that Annihilation. Point is going to flip over, but Owen is left on the point here alone. Overclock coming in from Kai Gaming could be enough to keep it going their way, but they need to find a pick, and they need to find one now. The blade comes through from Harmony, but Angel is down, and looks like you might be able to find some more. Plato is at literal 1, and they're going to get taken care of, but Owen's so low, taken down. Anti-nade takes him, and Dirt cleans the house up with those last 2 kills, and that should be the point their way.
Oh, through the wall even. Lovely downpour. Dirt beating the one-trick allegations as well, showing he's got a more than functional hazard on the back of him. Really did think he would be a Malga Roadhog 2-trick basically for the foreseeable future, but he seemed to have added an additional pick to his pool, and Glizzy Goats are finding that out the hard way, the 4th seed, or the 7th seed of Group 4, finding that out, as I mentioned, very much the hard way. Do you change up comps here? Probably not. Maybe you can go towards a different backline, as I do think a Brig probably finds more value here. A Lucio would find a lot more value here. But not today so far. And so instead, we're going to be playing basically the same. Artistic Man on the Reaper, Kai on the Sojourn. You have a smidge more poke now. You will be able to match the range. But I don't think it really changes this matchup all of that much. You still brawl better than your opponents. Your opponents still poke better than you at the end of the day.
We'll see here now as we're going to load into Village now. Harmony pretty low at the moment. They are going to get taken down by the Porcelain Torpedoes, and a lot of people are low on Nightmare rotation. You're pushing in as quickly as you can if you're Glizzy Goats, and, well, you're going to probably take first control here.
Yeah, they will. Lovely slow as well to make sure nobody else can get there either. At the end of the day, this Brawl comp is so much better at forcing space than the Nightmare rotate comp. And I gotta say, I think this Life Leader into this comp is pretty bad. Lovely nade though.
Good nade indeed, but will they able to counter or get value off of it? Dirt's all alone here, not able to find something value quite just yet. They're gonna be able to get that health back and get life gripped away. And in the meanwhile, the rest of their team are finding picks. They found 2, and now they found Owen. That should take the point back as Plato takes off the head of Artistic Man.
Yeah, that's going to be a lovely shot to get the flip. 27% all that is accrued from the Glizzy Goats. Nightmare rotate back to winning ways. And ahead in ults as well. They can go for a Nano OC in this fight, should they so wish. And I'm not quite sure there's much the Glizzy Goats can do about that. The 150 rail perk combined with the Nano boost essentially one-shot body shots here.
As now we're going to see here going forward. Owen's very low. Dirt's going to have to rotate back, but still have an opportunity to go in as Archangel's down, overclock in. The picks are all going the way of Nightmare. Overclock going to be invested, it looks like. Yeah, Plato's going to use that as well as that nano boost onto him. And that's going to get us up to 33%.
That it will, yeah. Nano OC. Fair enough. The ult combo's just kind of disgusting. Does put Nightmare Rotate in a bit of a weird spot now, economically speaking. Glizzy Goats have significant lead on pretty much everything, and the tools they do have, Downpour, Blade, Tree, aren't as impactful as maybe their opponents are, so you really do need a huge nade from Chosen. Of course, he levels up.
Yeah, good anti-nade indeed. Now you're forcing point at the moment. Rush in here from Jane. And point is going to flip over now with the Tree of Life on the board for Bandit. Getting a lot of extra healing now. Nice anti-nade. Death Blossom available from Artistic Man. Trying to find that pick. Trying to take them down. Not able to find a value quite just yet. Still have the opportunity to use this Death Blossom when they need. And there it's going to be coming online. You're going to get deleted after you find Chosen, though. So it's still anyone's point, but it is getting really close for Glizzy Goats to overtake the lead. As Harmony's gonna drop the blade. They find two. They might find some more, but they're the only couple people left. It's the DPS left, but it's going to be enough. Nightmare hold on to take back the point.
Yeah, 65 now going to be ticking slightly past. Nightmare Rotate and Glizzy Goats have been much more close here on a Village, but it's still Nightmare Rotate who are getting the upper hand more often than not. Dueling OCs across the board, a lot of pressure on Plato to win the duel versus Kai. He's going to be swinging out momentarily.
We're going to go in here now. Bandit is going to find Archangel early on in this engagement. Overclock, though, from Kai Gaming. Finds some value, but it's just not going to be enough to turn the tide of this fight. Everything going to Nightmare Rotation here. Plato is on another level tonight here, Spec.
Yeah, 15% left to go now, 10, and a touch seems nigh on impossible here for Glizzy Goats. You're on the Tracer. It's going to make it a smidgen easier, and Chosen is significantly overextended, but the kill is in favor of Nightmare, and as I mentioned, no touch.
Wow, they were very, very close to that touch there, but not able to get there in the end. Nightmare Rotation take map number 1.
That they shall. A relatively strong start, and the second seed of this group showing exactly why they were able to make the mid-season tournament, and exactly why they can be competitive. Some awkward rail shots there at the end, but it gets the job done. And remember, that is going to be map number 1. Remember as well that we don't have any losers pick when it comes to the map choices, only when it comes to the bans. So, as we head into Hollywood, seeing what we maybe expect to see Nightmare Rotate run, do you not just ban like Hog here so they definitely can't poke, so they have to play the Has?
Like I said, Dirt does have a Sigma in the back pocket too. Now, I think I might be thinking of Dirt. Or I think I'm either thinking of Dirt or Derpy. So I'm not 100% sure. I know Derpy has been playing Sigma recently as well, but we might see the Sigma come out from Dirt here in a if we see the Roadhog ban, as we are going to be headed into Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, typically it's a map where longer sight lines are the most important thing about it. I would make not an uncommon sight on a map like this, but in recent times it has just been like Soj, Winston, or Diva Dive, depending on what the players individually like to play. In Korea, for example, much more common to see a Diva, because a lot of the high-level players, like a Banar, like a Hanbin, are Diva players. In Europe, we still just play Monkey everywhere. We don't really have that many Diva one-tricks. There are players like Tread who maybe are slightly better at the Diva than the Winston, but it's close enough that you might as well just play the Monkey. He's pretty strong right now. His perks are good. And so, those are kind of what we expect to see. Picking Winston into Nightmare Rotate is somewhat of a choice, because Inter has Sig, I suppose not Sig. Inter has Malgo Roadhog. He has a pretty terrible 1v1.
And not only that, I mean, they also have a Junkrat here on their bench too. So like, we could see that come in too. if that the Winston is the choice, I don't think we'll see Fish Tank come in just because Harmony and Plato are just a little bit better or a little bit more flexible than them, so they can play a lot more heroes than Fish Tank can.
Yeah. See how this is going to work out with the bans. As we look in right now, Glizzy Goats obviously having first ban because they lost that previous. Ban Symmetra previously. This time, I don't know. I feel like you want to ban one of the supports, so like ban Ilari. I think is probably a good choice. Hanzo. Yeah, I got no ideas.
Are they protecting a DPS? I don't know why we're protecting though, right?
I imagine it's not in. It's definitely not Plato's hero. I'd imagine it's not Harmony's. I would imagine it is a DPS that protects. But what would you protect? Like
Plato
Genji?
and Harmony are Bastion sim players at heart.
I don't get it.
So I don't understand the Hanzo ban at all. Who knows, man?
I do not see the vision here.
I don't either. Let's see what Nightmare Rotation are cooking with their ban.
I mean, I'll have to wait and see. Nightmare Rotate. Okay, that happens. I've been there. So I guess you go. Winston is a very reasonable ban. You would typically want us to play. Were they on Kiri, Iliari? So you probably don't want to target ban that. I think a Kiri ban wouldn't be so bad. I think a Lucia ban would be pretty effective, honestly. You do. Wait, we messed up?
We messed up.
Ah.
Echo messed up.
That's more what we like to hear.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not personally at fault, guys, honestly, whatever happens, happens. It's not my problem.
Yeah. As Hazard was banned instead. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. So now I assume we're gonna get the Pharah ban?
Yeah.
From Nightmare Rotation?
Nightmare Rotate, yeah.
But we'll have to see until
Have to wait and see until it's actually confirmed, of course.
Yeah,
and it's going to be going through.
All right, and then the Hazard makes a lot more sense, but I mean, you could still run the Roadhog here if you really want to, if you're for Nightmare Rotation. I don't know. Other than that, I mean, obviously we'll have to see. Dirt, like I said, has been expanding their hero pool a little bit more down the line recently. So we could see a Mauga, we could see the Roadhog. We'll have to see going forward, though.
Indeed. I mean, Pharah ban on this map, I will say, makes very much so sense. Able to really fit in the range of the enemy team. Or of the map, sorry. And you usually get so much ult charge for free. You've got the high grounds as well, so the scaling for the barrages is so free. As you can see, once again, Hollywood is where we're going next. With a lovely little animated portrait. So, yeah, I gotta say, this is one of my personal favorite maps in the game, actually. The DPS rotates just feels super chill. So you can just kind of go wherever you want. Backline, hey, this map kind of sucks to play as a support, realistically. So thank God I don't play flex support, especially.
I'm just glad I don't play support at all.
Lucia Briggs fun sometimes.
No, it's not. The only support I like to play is Juno.
Yeah, we gotta lock your ass up. It's as simple as that. Owen starting on the SIG. Nightmare Rotate on a speedless Queen comp with Zen. I don't know what tempo this wants to play it. I don't know what range this wants to play it. This is like... I think this is a bad comp. I'm gonna be so real with you.
No. There's speed. Spectreon. There's the commanding shout. This guy.
Okay, how do you scale without the shout?
I don't know.
Walk up and hope them one-shots you. I don't know. This is not a cook.
But what if they do cook? That's the and
It's not one that you can out-mechanic people with it, but
exactly.
the
So they're
comp
gonna.
has no legs. Okay, you
They're
can out-mechanic someone when you run like Weaver Sim. It doesn't make it real.
Well, they've already found Kai Gaming. Bandits found another shot. So I don't know, man. It looks like they might be cooking. Going in here already, forcing Glizzy Goats to push back fully. Already captured one tick on the board, and now Bandit can just kind of fire down range. No one really able to push through quite just yet. Might get a last second touch here. Yeah, and you do. You get artistic touch, but Bandit finds all the picks they need, and they get Kitsune Rush out of J&A, and they find all the picks.
Honestly, I think that in the interest of scientific accuracy, it is worth pointing out that I'm not a crazy fan of Kiriana Sig. Kiriana's great at enabling a dive, but when you have a Sig, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is be able to maintain separate support angles and, you know, add to the damage rate as much as possible. Ilari, Zen, Bap, all good for that. The Anakiri just doesn't really do it. And so you do like a certain amount of oomph that Kai Gaming's more than happy to provide.
Yeah, Kai Gaming finding that opening here already, but you could still find some value here if you're dirt. You've got the Rampage online, and now the overclock comes through, and Plato has found one already. Drop them two, finding more coming in for Nightmare, and that's all they're gonna find with the overclock, but that's all they need, right? Is they're gonna be able to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got the Rampagers already. Yes, there's the clans for it, but no beat. Especially when you're on a Sig comp with a Genji with this double flex that wants to play split. You've got a great chance at basically guarantee killing somebody. Force the flux, or force the transfer with the flux, but that's not really what you want to see.
Gonna go in here now. Already gonna find one. Chosen's down for the count. You still have this Rampage available. Dragon Blade out, coming in from Artistic Man. The Rampage is there to clean up house, and well, that's gonna be another fight win for Nightmare, and that should indeed get them to point number 2.
That hit shell. 5 minutes almost on the time bank. Nightmare rotate. Even though I'm much a fan of their comp, I'm more than capable of finding results. Don't have a nano, I guess, for the Blade of Harmony sharpening it anymore, but it'll still be able to bite no matter what. Especially into a backline like this, as I mentioned, very punishable. The Blade is going to be fantastic at that. The Bob is going to be lovely, but I mean, I'm imagining you have Ana cooldowns for it.
Yeah, you probably do. You probably do indeed. It looks like that Bob was slept up for a moment in time, as Owen's pretty low at the moment. Still not really able to push quite just yet, but the Dragon Blade is now in from Harmony. You've already found one. Can you find more? You might not need more with the Dragon Blade, as you're going to be able to find a pick onto Owen, thanks to Bandit. And, well, you might find Artistic Man. Indeed, you do. And while that should just be more progress being pushed, and you might just not really lose a fight.
That's what it seems like right now, at least, right? I mean, one fight left to go. You've got Quino, you're close, OC, Nano, Trans. You do lose your Genji, but he's the only person who wasn't really close to their check, so maybe not over yet.
You're going to invest Transcendence into this, trying to get some healing. Overclock in from Plato. Still haven't been... Oh, no, I just say that, and they find Kai Gaming. Now the Nano Boost coming in onto Plato. You've got Rampage available, gonna come online, gonna clean up a lot of people with it, and I don't think we consider any of that I don't think we can consider that a lost fight. So I think we just saw no fights lost on the attacking round of Nightmare Rotation.
I mean, they wasted some time sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the extent of it. 3 minutes, 20 seconds on that bank. They only lost 39 off their starting time. Make sure they go extra time. Something I'd love to see if the Glizzy goes, I'll put it that way. Is very much unfortunate. Is it unwinnable for them? No, absolutely not. But they are yet to find a way to exploit the weaknesses of Nightmare Rotate. Played a Brawl comp, you can out-brawl them. You play a poke comp, you can out-poke them. You play a dive comp, you can out-dive them. But unfortunately, they're somewhat in between, and they're getting just punished for it on a cooldown. They're going to move towards the same comp. Like I mentioned, though, I think the same comp's kind of a Pega, so I don't think we will see a different result here, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll have to see what, okay, we're gonna skip with the Ana and the Zen here for Nightmare rotation, and, you know, I like it a lot better on the defense, too, like you said, I mean, you don't have speed, but you don't need it as much here, right, if you're trying to hold just out on this point.
Indeed. No, I think this backline, and the setup in general, is a lot stronger on the defense when you're less worried about getting your queen from A to B. But you can kind of just set her up at B and let her just axe choke on cooldown. But it's still relatively breakable if Artistic Man can get through. Maybe walk through CCTV, deflect into the backline, wait for your cooldowns to come back and punish. But not to be.
Yeah, as now we're gonna walk in here. Going in, still looking to get through as Owen's just all alone. Gonna get the healing that he needed, and Dirt's gonna get blown up. No healing for him, but it's not gonna matter as Plato and Harmony continue to dominate the lobby, finding all the picks needed for Nightmare.
That was very little resistance coming through there from the side of Nightmare Rotate. I mean, no one had a chance even to bank up any of their close towards their ults because they just won that as easy as humanly possible. Closest is a Bandit, 45% Chosen goes closer with a deep nade. But Glizzy goes step up to the block once again. See if they can do any better this time.
We'll see indeed, as now they're walking in. Dirt is low. Anti-nade onto him. Gonna have to drop down from your high ground from Chosen now, as you have to hold it out, as Harmony is gonna get caught all alone and taken out. So might Chosen, they find that pick there onto Chosen. Dirt's gonna get stunned up, and it looks like finally this defense will give. They finally lose a fight on Hollywood here, and well, it's going to be a first, well, maybe a first point taken by Glizzy Goats. They've got people back. They've got the sim now.
I'm really recontest.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
What are we doing? What did you think would happen? I don't know.
Wait, we're gonna transcend here. If you could find a pick, that'd be massive. And I don't think no one gets taken down by the flux. Chosen's still alive, not for much longer, but Plato's as well still alive, and you still have Bandit on the point with some extra healing. Dirt now gone, but you've got Harmony back with this high charge. But it's okay. This should just be over, right? Surely this is over.
It's a Sim vs Sig and a 1v1. You get plenty of energy, plenty of damage, but Owen clones just things out. Takes them a little bit more than maybe they'd like. They end up having to spend a nano boost as well to break through the choke. But at the end of that day, then Pato's going to be moving all the same. 3 minutes, 45 seconds in a second on the time bank. Nightmare rotate, 3 ultimates, 3 powerful ultimates. The Glizzy Goats can go first with their own.
Yeah, we'll go into this now, right, as I think I really like this hold chance for Nightmare rotation. They've got the ultimates to do it. The big concern, right, is those 2 DPS ultimates available. And Overclock is going to be going in early on, and you find Chosen out with the Dragon Blade. OC going to come through, not going to find value you were hoping for. Rampage going to come in invested here in kind of a lost fight from Nightmare rotation from Dirt. And you're going to go down because of it. After all is said and done, Owen's still on the point, almost gets taken out, but it's just not going to happen for now as Harmony falls.
Yeah, that it will. Bandit as well going down. And the car's going to continue moving on. I think both teams have a preference for the attacking side in this particular matchup. Nightmare Rotate, though, are getting close to that Symmetra rule. It's an incredibly powerful cooldown, especially into comps like this. Kai lives on a sliver of HP, but will still live, and so we will be going to this next fight, 5 versus 5.
Yeah, we'll go into this next. Bandit desperately needs this Transcendence up, but, well, just as I say that, Artistic Man's able to take them down. Chosen's going to get caught here. Gravitic Flux out from Owen should be enough to finish the job. Take this point as Plato's fallen. Dirt's the only one left, and they're just in no man's land now. That should be it when they kill. Harmony's going to invest a Photon Barrier. Nope. Oh, that was tough. Gonna get taken down by the Disruptor shot, and that is going to be point taken by Glizzy Goats. Nano Boost is gonna be invested here kind of early. You didn't really need it there, but hey, you're gonna confirm kills on the Nightmare rotation and really get some good progress on point 3.
And the kill's already confirmed. Listen, your time bank is already worse, but there's a real opportunity here to go to extra innings. Nightmare Rotate's defense have been kind of bad. There's no two ways about it. Bandit on the break, I think, is better than the Zen. Is it good? It's not the way I would build a comp, I'll put it that way. So we rotate onto an aggressive hit. What can they actually do?
I have to see, is Overclock going to be invested by Kai Gaming? Harmony is going to get slept up, and Artistic Man going to be using their Dragon Blade to really no avail. You find some damage, but you don't find any picks. And now, well, you're going to get this cart stopped for the time being.
That you will. Finally a halt found. The lead in between Nightmare Rotate and Glizzy Goats in terms of the extra time bank, should we go to extra innings, is going to continue to increase. What a up, all 5!
All 5. Dirt is gonna not pay for it either. That's crazy to stay through that thing, even with that nano or anti-nade coming in from our Angel, as that's gonna be a team kill all on the back of Dirt.
Easy for Dirt. Only takes the one ultimate to burn extra time off their bank. They set up around his high ground, make it so they can't even access the choke without doing the work. Harmony, we would be able to place a TP towards the high ground should they need heal. Flux out.
Flux out, Nano Boost, or no, Rally out, sorry, because there's no more Nano available. Bandit is gonna get... No way, Bandit stays alive. Wow, that's crazy. You gotta be careful, though, because you are kind of pushed up forward. You might be able to allow... Glizzy Goats to get to the point, but you're doing a very nice spawn hold right now.
There you are. Can Glizzy Goats break it? That's what we're gonna have to wait and see. Oh, it doesn't seem like it as Artistic Man dies in spawn, and Nightmare Rotate are actively touching the spawn doors now.
As now, yeah, I mean, this is now rough for Glizzy Goats, right? You've got to find a way to open it up, but you just can't seem to do it quite just yet. Nade goes in, Dragon Blade out onto Artistic Man, trying to do anything to open it up, but you get taken down by Chosen. The overclock came through from Plato, finds 2, 33 seconds to go.
And not much going in favor of Glizzy Goats in terms of that momentum. They are coming up to most of their ult cycles. DPS ults rally, not too bad at all. But what do you do against the Dirt Purple as he's got another rampage? And we saw exactly what the last one did.
Yeah, Owens made the swap over to the Zarya, I guess, to try to sustain through a little bit here. Not going to really find value. They might have gotten stunned up. Only Artistic Man getting that anti-nade property. Now you found Bandit, and now you've got the overtime procced up as Artistic Man finds that kill onto, well, onto Bandit, but that might just be the only kill they find any longer. Is Dirt still alive, finding value, finding no one quite just yet, but now the rally out, Amp Matrix comes through, Chosen finds the shots, and that's going to be that Nightmare rotation. Take map number 2.
Takes a little bit longer than they would have liked, but they're able to get the score up to 2. All the same, of course. Map and series point now heading towards Nightmare Rotate. Glizzy Goats able to put on a strong enough attack. But unfortunately, the spawn hold from Nightmare, just nothing they could really do about it. This rampage was just brutal, right? Starting off the proper commit towards the spawn hold. One that spelled the end of Glizzy Goats in that map.
Yeah, and now we're setting ourselves up for the series to be over after a break. Nightmare Rotation on the brink of taking this series. If you want to find out, stick around. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone. It is time to head in to what could be our final map of the series. Right now, Nightmare Rotation are currently up to nothing. Headed into our third map, which is going to be Esperanza.
Yeah. So far, it has been generally in favor of Nightmare Rotate. They've shown the ability to look in when they so wish to, but also they have shown a certain amount of humanity right there. Anna Zen comp did lose them a couple fights, but at the end of the day, the spawn hold was good enough to put Glizzy Goats away. So I feel kind of weird making any sort of prediction for this map, right? Nightmare Rotate play weird comps, and I'm not actively following their exploits, so I'm not sure quite what they want to do. And on top of that, they've shown an ability to decimate and an ability to fall over. So it's just about what Nightmare Rotate we get on the day, on that fight, that's going to decide how each Rancer works, because it is a map that's, above all else, favors consistency.
Yeah, and momentum as well, right? So Glizzy Goats start off strong, right, and get a early early forward spawn capture. This could, in theory, be the start of the reverse sweep for Glizzy Goats.
See if they can make it happen. Of course, if the reverse sweep does come through, then Glizzy Goats will have to play against 2 Nightmare first bans in a row, which could be a problem, but for the most part, Nightmare haven't felt the need to get too involved with the ban phase. See exactly what they want to move towards here. It seems like with Haz and Malga both being banned out, they are somewhat running out of tank options. And their support line shares a lot of similarities with the Nightmare one, so really curious to see where they actually take this. I have no idea actually what you'd even think about banning.
The Junker Queen gets banned here by Glizzy Goats.
I mean, if you want, it makes sense enough. Queen, obviously, in Dirt Zero Pool was a problem for them last map, especially with the ultimate. I don't know, they still have Roadhog and Haz that they can play, and generally they're mechanically better, so I'm not sure about this. But I think it makes enough sense. Nightmare Rotate, now DPS or support ban. Recognize that it probably... Juno ban makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Takes away the speed, forces a Lucio comp or a slow comp. I don't mind this at all.
Yeah, I don't either. As now we're gonna go in to the map in a second here. Do you think Glizzy Goats having a real chance going into this map here, Spec? I mean, they've looked comfortable at times, but it's then only in like spurts, because then Nightmare Rotation just lock in again and just decimate them.
I don't imagine there's much chance, but like I said, I'm very uncomfortable making any sort of prediction here, because what do you even do? Like, there's so much that's could be that we don't know about. It's as simple as that. So, listen, we'll wait and see exactly what happens. The Queen and the Juno bans out the Queen-Juno interaction, among other things. But no, we basically have to see a Lucio here, in my opinion, coming through from, well, both sides, but more so the Glizzy Goat side, because they do have to play stuff that's semi-normal. Because each Rancer is a map that has equal sides. If one side plays like Sim or Lucio and is out faster, then you just get a advantage on position that you can just snowball throughout the rest of the map. We'll have to wait and see exactly what these teams are cooking, because as you guys can hear, I ain't got a clue what's going on. This is just some diabolical heap. Neither of these teams really wants to play hard meta. We're just cooking.
They are cooking indeed. Now we need to see who will cook harder on this, what could be third and final map. Spec as, well, there it is, the signature hero of Dirt, the Roadhog being locked for them.
Yeah, I mean, it makes more than enough sense. Like, Dirt is a Roadhog OTP historically. You can play Roadhog on this map. It's going to be good into a Winston. It's good into really everything other than Amalga that they could play, and they banned Amalga earlier. That's not something they really want to play. See how this is going to go.
We shall see. We shall see indeed. Loading in and playing. this, again, which could be third and final map, Nightmare Rotation looking to take the series here now as the fight is breaking out. A nice hook comes in from Dirt already. So Harmony's going to take down Archangel and keep pushing forward. Nightmare Rotation and going to start off with bot control.
Nice kill.
Goes down late. That should just
Kai said as well.
Pick. They might be able to even find more kills. They do indeed. J&A goes down there late, and that could just be the forward spawns for Nightmare Rotation.
I would imagine it probably is, honestly. I mean, Glizzy Goat's still just leaving spawn. They've got so much map control to retake. Their comp's not bad. I like the swap over to the Malga. But, I mean, if you're Nightmare Rotate, you can also just mirror the Malga and be in a pretty comfortable spot.
Plato finds Artistic Man, and there's the forward spawns unlocked, and you're just pushing even further now as we'll see if the swap onto the Malga is the difference maker you're looking for. Well, but I mean, you can keep your Malga alive, but if you're just not finding value from the rest of your team, it's just not going to really matter as oh my goodness, Archangel is all alone, gonna get gang rush taken down. The picks just keep coming through from Nightmare Rotation as that should just keep it going.
Plato apologizes. Things are going very much in favor of Nightmare Rotate, and as it does, it seems like we got some banter finally between these two teams. Like I normally say, EU, we normally talk a little bit more, so it's lovely to see people on the other side of the pond getting involved with the typing.
There's the hook in. Dirt's trying to stay alive, and they get the healing necessary. Overclock in from Plato. Yeah. Still gonna take down Artistic Man's head. You almost go down here if you are Plato, though. There's the whole hog invested. They're gonna get hooked into him and taken down. No, and the cage fight gets Ajax too. So this is just gonna be even more coming in.
It's so hard to AJ cage fight as well because the cast time's so fast. That is gonna have you absolutely kicking yourselves. I mean, Nightmare Rotate, the cart is just going further and further. 120 meters to 0.
As now the Dragon played out. The Sound Barrier was invested. Rally trying to buy time, stave off the final push from Nightmare Rotation, but you've already lost Owen, so you can keep on pushing realistically if you are Nightmare Rotation. You've still got Dirt alive, and there goes Kai Gaming.
He stands still. He stands still to type, and he just gets killed by Artistic Man. You will at least be able to find the trade, but closer spawns being in favor, significantly so. All that Glizzy goes surely means they'll be able to stabilize here, but it don't seem like it.
Yeah, they're still going in here. They've got Owen on the Ramatra, and that should finally be Glizzy Goats taking the spot back in their favor.
Well, J&A does still die. She trades her life for Chosen's, but Plato, a slide and a punch to steal pot right the way back.
Yeah, so now, I mean, losing Owen like, oh. You find Kai Gaming with a guy Kai Gaming finds Plato. So it looks like you're just gonna have to set up again. If you are a Nightmare, you have to wait for your respawns to come back before you can fully push into this. You've got Harmony now on the Sombra though, so maybe that'll be some difference. A nice virus comes out, Coalescence in from Bandit. Still haven't found the pick, but there they go. Archangel falls down. Overclock in from Kai Gaming. Into the backline they go. They aren't able to find any picks at all. Plato continuing to just go crazy on the Sojourn. So good at what they do. Whole hog gonna be coming in just to push everyone away to finish it off. Nightmare Rotation take the series 3-0.
Indeed, they shall. Just a small misstep on that second map, but here, I mean, they don't even give over a single meter, do they? Just an absolute, like, for lack of a better phrase, just a shellacking. Kai, JNA, I mean, the rest of Glizzy Goats, unfortunately, really struggle here. And because of that, Nightmare Rotate are able to just dominate them on each run. So, I don't have much to say about that other than it was just Plato and Dirt just running at them and hitting more shots. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, they just looked better. I mean, Plato was on a different level tonight with that Sojourn, and was really able to set themselves apart in the series. As we're going to be coming back after a few short minutes, because we're going to be bringing Dirt, the man himself, in for an interview.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is time for our interview here with the man, the myth, the legend, Dirt. Dirt, first off, congratulations on the victory.
Yeah, it's always fun to win.
Indeed.
Sorry, that caught me off guard.
I want to ask about the transition you're having right now with having to learn more tanks. How is that going for you, right?
I think it's going pretty good. I'm just trying every shotgun character, Hazard shotgun, Queen shotgun. I just kind of cycled them all. It was fun with the axe, and oh my goodness, feels good to be off-road hog. My character might be a little useless.
It's anything to not aim, I guess. As long as you don't have to actually click on them, then it's fine.
As long as, like, I don't know, they're in front of me and they're dead, I think I'm a very happy tank player, I must say.
Fair enough. Firstly, I want to ask you. So honestly, I was pretty critical of your guys' comp you played on that map number 2, that Hollywood, when you're on the Anna Zen Queen. What was it? Is there any idea there? You guys just like running it down with some of your best here?
Freaky Bob was sick, and he said he wants to play Zen, and we didn't really question him. Freaky Bob is abandoned. We did it like a normal casual combo we used to do, and just run down the Queen and a Zen. It's pretty easy.
And then sticking on that map, when you guys like, you started off like honestly losing quite a lot of map control, then you managed to just lock in for the spawn hold. You know, was there anything you guys really changed for that, or was it just mentally like really locking into the game?
We had a game plan of just like trolling the first two, because Queen is just kind of useless for that, and then when you get to the corner, just farm max to hit that door, so it's really good.
And then I want to talk about Plato's performance tonight, because that guy popped the hell off on that Sojourn. What's it like to play with Plato, especially when they're popping off like that?
You know, he's just crazy like that. Sometimes he needs to eat a burger in the middle of the match, so we have to take a little break. But yeah, I love playing with Plato. He's a goat.
Okay, but we only do 2 questions, but I have to ask: do you know what is Plato's burger order?
Oh god, it's so much. So he does extra pickles, ketchup with extra cheese and bacon on it, and he orders like a Big Mac, I believe. So that's like how it is. I mean, it finishes like under 10 seconds, so I don't know. It's pretty good with it.
All right, Dirt. Before we send you off here, do you have anyone you want to shout out?
I guess Freaky Bob. That's really it. I hope he feels better. He's a little sick. Thanks for coming to my match or something. I guess he's my teammate. But yeah, that's really it. That's all I got.
All right. Well, go celebrate with your team, and see you when we see you again on the CGL stream.
Hell yeah! Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Spec, that was one of my more fun interviews. I'd have to think.
That is always good at being entertaining. You know, say anything about the man, but whenever he's on your screen, whether in game or with his actual face, he's always got a good laugh in store for us. And I think we saw that there.
We did indeed. Yeah, that looked really, really clean from Night Rail rotation again. That 3-0 comes through. Do we have anything more to talk about this series, or can we just end it up here?
Nah, I ain't got anything for you at least.
Perfect.
Remember, guys, mid-season patch on Tuesday. Things are changing. Perks are changing. The game is being all jumbled up. So whatever you see happening now, maybe don't expect it to continue consistently. That's it.
Tuesday, innit?
That's what I said, boss man.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's been me, Joker, Him, Spectreon, Echo, and I believe Casey on the production end. Thank you all for watching wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Peace.